One thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm sick of the disrespect. Sick of the disrespect, man. Why do y'all keep disrespecting Washington like this, man? Michigan, damn near 75% favor over them Huskies. How? I don't understand it. The disrespect. Ain't no way y'all think J.J. McCarthy finna come out here and outdo Michael Penix. Y'all think Adunze and Polk ain't finna go out here and go off on Michigan? They don't have the caliber of cornerbacks to fuck with this Washington pass game. I'm sorry. Or the run game. Now, Michigan is good. That defense turned a lot of heads this last game. They shocked me. They look better than I thought they was. So it's going to be a good-ass game. But there's no way that these analysts can see the Washington Huskies really being a 20% underdog to Michigan. Now, I can see if it was 50-50, 60-40, something like that. But 75% chance that Michigan going to win this game, that's got to be Vegas. That's got to be, it's going to be some big money put on Washington. I'm telling you that right now. Put all your tokens on Washington. And you're going to quadruple your money. That's what that's for. Because you can't sit here and tell me the committee really think for a minute that J.J. McCarthy, who is damn near behind Michael Penix, damn near 2,000 yards, ain't no way you going to sit here and tell me this man is finna outdo Michael Penix Jr. You really think Michigan finna stop this passing game? So I'm tired of the disrespect. We're going to go and get that out the way right now. Stop disrespecting them Washington Huskies. I got the Huskies to win it all. Michael Penix definitely should have got the Heisman. But this ain't about no individual award. This is about the team. Who got the best team this year? And it's about to be shown this Monday. Couple days, the shit finna hit and all the disrespect shit finna be out the window. After it's all said and done, the Huskies going to win the championship. But let's get into this college football player rank. The ESPN came out with a top 100 players of the 2023 season. A lot of great players out there as usual. You know, this is how college football go. And they ranked their top hundreds, and two of your favorite players are in there. Guess who the two are? Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. Shout out to them guys, man. That's what's up, man. Travis did his thing this year. Shedeur did his thing this year, battling the injuries at the end of the season. But despite all the favoritism and the Shedeur ball, he still was able to make this list to be classified and considered as one of the top 100 players of this year. And he deserves it. Him and Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter was 35th on the list. True two-way threat. Definitely a true two-way threat. Hunter was a key player for the Buffaloes at receiver and at corner, playing a majority of the team's snaps on both sides. In 9 games, he finished with 57 catches and 721 yards receiving and 5 touchdowns with 3 interceptions. That boy went off, man. And a couple of them touchdown passes were dropped too. I know y'all remember them. So he could have had more touchdowns and more yards. Mike could have been over 1,000 yards. Now, the thing about Travis Hunter is I'm trying to figure out, is he better on offense or defense? Because the NFL going to put him in his best position to put himself in the best situation to make a great career, or so he can be a great asset to his team. They're not going to just use him on both sides in the league, most definitely. So right now in college, it's kind of hard to see which one is, because he's great on defense and he's great on offense. But the thing about me on offense is he's not that big. He's not a big-time receiver. So in the NFL, they might shrink him down to a slot guy, or they might just leave him on defense, because he got the size for defense. He just got to get that speed together and shoot. Travis going to be all right. He got hops. He got the intuition. He got the vision. I mean, he got the mind frame. Travis is a dog for real. Shout out to Travis, man, for making this list. And then your boy Shedeur, he's sitting at number 60. He's right in front of Washington's running back. So he had a up and down season. Started off, great. But like I said, after teams start watching film on Shedeur and a lot of stuff, and Coach Prime didn't really switch up nothing. It was still all about Shedeur and the Shedeur ball, the favoritism. But he was still able to rack up a lot of yards due to the overpassing and stuff like that. So I really feel like if they come out and play a solid offense next year, Colorado gonna be good, and it's gonna make Shedeur look better if they can produce a run game. Because you got to think about it. Michael Penix threw for over 4,000 yards this year. His running back is a 1,000-yard back. His running back had over 1,000 yards. So there's no reason why your running back shouldn't be able to help you on offense. A good solid offense is not going not run the ball. You have to run the ball. So if they really focus on balancing that offense out this year, Shedeur them gonna be straight. And that's why the Miami Herald came out with a 2024 Heisman odds. Now this is not a legit list. This is just what certain corporations and news people, articles are saying about the Heisman for next year, and they have Shedeur on the list. But at the top of that list is Jalen Milroe. So I just got to ask, do you really think that Shedeur Sanders could win a Heisman Trophy? And if you're asking me personally, I would say yes. Of course, I think he can win it. But like I said, his coaching staff is going to have to come out and give him a nice balanced offense, just like the rest of these quarterbacks have. So all the pressure won't be on him. So he'll be able to thrive within the offense. Now, number one on that list, they got Jalen Milroe, straight out of Bama. They had a great season this year, just fell short against Michigan in these playoffs. But the man threw for 35 touchdowns, 3,000 yards. Solid season. Quinn Ewers at number 2 out of Texas. It's crazy with Quinn Ewers because I feel like he gonna get out of there quick because everybody waiting on Arch Manning. People don't even care about Quinn Ewers no more. They want to see Arch Manning play. But he's definitely on the list for next year because he's coming back. Texas is going to be a threat next year. So Jalen Milroe and Quinn Ewers are going to go at it next year. The guy that comes out on top of that is going to be the one that probably most likely win that Heisman Trophy, I believe. But on the flip side, they got some competition in there because you got Shedeur Sanders and you got the guy that just went to the guy from Oklahoma. Oklahoma's quarterback just went to Oregon. So that's going to be a great asset for Oregon. So that's going to be the competition for Jalen Milroe and Quinn Ewers. They really going to have to bring their A game every game because these guys going to be slanging. And I really feel like if Jalen Milroe and that Alabama offense can get going and win some games, especially with the schedule they got, Jalen Milroe will be my favorite for the Heisman next season if he can get it together and keep it going because he looked real good this year. And he's just a sophomore this year, so he got a lot of work to do. A lot of potential in that bag, so we're going to see what happens. And yeah, Dylan Gabriel, that's the quarterback I was thinking about from Oklahoma. He just transferred to Oregon. He's sitting right up under Shedeur. Shedeur Sanders is in his first year at Colorado, like I said, he racked up over 3,000 yards, 31 touchdowns. And they got him projected as a first-round draft pick. Now, I want to think about that now. It ain't too many quarterbacks that go 4-8 or have losing seasons and don't win bowl games and become first round quarterbacks. So just to be real, I feel like they projected him a first round quarterback just because of his name. I think Shedeur's name carried more weight than his game. So we just really gonna have to see what he does this season to see if his game carried more weight than his name. Because if he's if they go 4-8 or 5-7 this year or something like that, and he still go first round, then that's clearly just showing you that the league is drafting him based on ticket sales, based on publicity, based on what he's going to bring and all the people he's going to bring with him. So if he go out and really dominate and they go 10-2, 10-3 or something like that, 11-1, and they dominate, win a bowl game, then it'll make clear sense of why Shedeur is a first round pick because he's leading his team into the top elites of the elites. You see what I'm saying? So I'm really looking forward to see what Shedeur and them going to do next year. I'm hoping the best for him, man. I hope he get out here and slang that thing and they really balance that offense around him because he's a good quarterback, man. And he needs a good balanced offense. It don't need to just be all about Shedeur. Now, the dark horse Heisman candidates, your boy Jackson Dart. He one of the sleepers that I'm looking, trying to see how he going to peak out next year. And it's crazy because they call him the dark horse or one of them. And he had an outstanding year this year. But at the same time, these other quarterbacks in front of him had some outstanding years too. So with the receivers that Ole Miss getting in there out the transfer portal and recruiting, I think Dart gonna have a decent season next year. And Ole Miss gonna be a force to be reckoned with too. Ole Miss, Auburn, Florida. The SEC gonna be jumping next year as usual. But college football as a whole gonna be jumping all over the country. It's gonna be good teams everywhere. Big 12, Big 10, Sun Belt. I don't give a fuck where you because the transfer portal got college football back rocking, straight up. Now, Washington State's quarterback, my boy Cam Ward, he's on the dark horse list too. But like I said, this list is from a couple days ago. He just entered the draft Monday. So he won't be on the Heisman list for next season. He'll be in the draft coming up this summer. So look forward to see what Cam Ward end up. And for your Heisman long shots, your boy, Trav Hunter. Now, I wouldn't call Travis a long shot because Travis had a dynamic year on both sides of the ball. I would probably pick him as one of the dark horses, one of the ones that's under the radar. Really, he's not. It ain't no. If he won the Heisman, it wouldn't be by a long shot. If Travis come out here and start dominating off the rip, playing both sides of the ball, he's gonna be on the Heisman list early. The list of long shot candidates of next year Heisman are North Carolina running back Omarion Hampton. I know y'all remember he had a good season. Travis Hunter, most definitely. And then Luther Burden III, he was okay for Missouri. He had a good season too. And Noah Fifita, however you say that, that's Arizona's quarterback. But the quarterback to watch out for next year is Kansas quarterback Jalen Daniels. Now, Jalen Daniels and Shedeur Sanders are going to have to play each other. So that's going to be a good game to watch out for, that Kansas and Colorado. That's going to be a snapper. And it's later on in the season too. Conference game, big game. It's going to be a big game. Both of those teams may be ranked during that time. So we're going to have to look forward and watch out for that Kansas-Colorado game next year. Two Heisman caliber quarterbacks going to be going at it. And that's what Colorado going to have to deal with all season. Quarterbacks, good solid defenses because they're going to that Big Ten now. So it's going to be a sight to see, man. It's going to be a sight to see. They're going to the Big 12, I'm sorry. That Big 12 is going to be a sight to see down there with the teams. Some of them teams are middle of the road. Some of those teams are up and coming down in the Big 12. But as you can see, man, it's still going to be tough. It's not going to be an easy road. Now, a lot of fans already got Colorado to be playing in the national championship, which I don't mind. If you're a fan of them and you feel that way, you're supposed to. But at the same time, we got to understand that there's no 4-8 team in the history of college football that has bounced back and won the national championship. Even when Cam Newton won the championship at Auburn, the year before that, Auburn was like 8-4 or 9-3 or something like that, and they won a bowl game before Cam got down there. So he came into a good program, but he enhanced it into a championship team, and they went 14-0 that next season. And they actually won a bowl game that next season after that. So it's really, really tough for somebody who lives in reality, as like myself, to sit here and think that a 4-8 Colorado team is going to be in the national championship next year. But hey, anything is possible. So let's get on the stats though, because Jaden Daniels just won a Heisman Trophy, and they had a winning season last year. They went 10-4 last year, and they went 10-3 this year. So they had winning seasons. Quinn Ewers, they go 12-2 this season. Then they have a winning season. He's on the Heisman list. Jalen Milroe, they go 12-2 this season. He's on the Heisman list. They have these winning seasons from the previous year that build up to their Heisman, the caliber of Heisman that they are, or whatever. Now, Shedeur Sanders, they go 4-8, no bowl game. So that's what I'm trying to see. How is he on the list? But based on his stats, of course, yeah, he had a good season. But how was he on the list based on leading your teams to win? Because even Oklahoma's quarterback, you see, they had a winning season. So with these quarterbacks having winning seasons, it makes sense them going into the next year as a Heisman caliber quarterback. But Shedeur is on this list despite of all that. They went 4-8. They didn't win a bowl game. They had a losing season. They was on like a 4-5 game losing streak at the end of the season. And he got hurt. And then you bounce back on the next season and put him on the Heisman list. If that ain't hype, I don't know what it is. Because if you ask me just personally, that's hype. Yeah. Shedeur is a good quarterback. But that's just hype. That's all it is. They overhyping him again. I really hope they don't overhype this team again, man. Because Colorado had a good team last year, but the Shedeur ball killed them. That favoritism shit killed them. And if they go out here and do that shit again, it's going to kill them again. Colorado's Bishop Thomas suspended indefinitely for violating team rules. I wonder what he did. Now, when I read the report, it didn't really say nothing about what he did. All it said is that a little bit before the season was over, he violated team rules and he was suspended. His suspension was pretty much pending. But now they've reached a point where they saying he's suspended indefinitely, and they're gonna see what his where his position might be for next season. How much is he gonna play? Will he be on the team? Will he not? So I don't know what Bishop did, and based on what it sounds like, he did something serious, and they ain't came out and said it. So it must be something that they don't want the public to know about. Because if the public knew about it, they probably would hold it against the whole team. Because you already know they up there calling them thugs and gangsters and rappers, and it's a lot of racism and ignorant shit from white people that we hearing already. So if Bishop was to come out, say for instance he got caught with some drugs or got caught with a gun or something, anything, he pulled a gun out like Ja Morant, anything, they gonna automatically say that Coach Prime done turned Colorado into the hood. It's thugs up there. It's this, it's that, the third. They gonna demoralize the Colorado program. So that's why I think that they haven't came out in public said what he did, and if that's the case, it's in their best interest not to come out and say what he did, to just let the world know that he is suspended and he won't be playing either next year or he'll be suspended for X amount of games, whatever the case may be. So I think that's the best route that Colorado should take in this situation, because there's a lot of racist ass ignorant people out here. Racist. I know y'all can sit up and say people hate on Coach Brown and all that, but the racism, the systematic racism is worse, because that jeopardizes futures and finances in corporations dealing with your program. That jeopardizes all that. All constructive criticism don't do shit. This YouTube shit ain't nothing. But when it come down to what's really going on in Colorado, you don't want to piss off them executives and them big time corporations from who endorsing your program. So to come out and try to scrutinize this program as if they some thugs or make it like they all some gangsters, that's something that you stay away from. You don't want to feed that fire. So let these white folks, let these racist motherfuckers talk and make up their own narratives and all that. But whole time, Colorado, keep y'all players safe. Keep your information confidential. I ain't seen I ain't even seen Bucky post nothing about it. So that's a good thing. Y'all don't let them know what's going on about that shit with Bishop Thomas. We don't know. I don't even know. So all we know is that he's been suspended. We got other guys coming in. Colorado got guys coming in. They should be okay next season. But for a 4-8 team to bounce back and make it into a conference championship or a playoff championship, oh, y'all making history. Y'all making history. And if Shedeur can win the Heisman after going 4-8 and having a losing season like that, he's gonna make history. He's gonna make history. But just to be honest, I think he's on their list because his name carry more weight than his game. But we gonna see. He gonna prove himself. This gonna be the year that Shedeur Sanders proves to everybody that he is a real, true quarterback. Now, I understand that he had a good season last year, and he proved a lot. But the Shedeur ball, the favoritism, is why he was able to get all them yards and do all that. So this season, without the favoritism, if they play a balanced offense, use their running backs, use their tight ends, use everybody, we're going to see how Shedeur really shine and see how he lead that Colorado Buffs team. And if he can lead them to a 9-10 win season and make the playoffs, yeah, Shedeur is a first round guy, definitely in the bag. P.S.A. man, stop all the bullshit, man.